Okay, well, let me let everyone keep on rolling in to our little webinar here today. I'll get us started. Most of you may know me. My name is Emily Buchanan. I am the digital content producer here at Casting Workbook, among many other things. We are really thrilled to have everyone joining us today. We have a pretty exciting announcement to make, a new product to show everyone. Some of you may have already seen it, others have maybe heard whispers or rumblings. And today we are really excited to show you our new product, Castless. Now, we are going to go through a demo, and afterwards we will be taking a Q&A. So any questions that you have, if you can just pop them in that Q&A box on the Zoom dashboard, that is where we will be taking them. And that is it for me. And now over on to our brilliant and amazing founder and CEO, Susan Fox.
Thanks so much, Emily. Emily, our producer, she's amazing. She produces everything. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. Bienvenue. Merci d'être avec nous. I'm Susan Fox, and I'm founder and CEO of Casting Workbook. And together with our team, we share a singular goal, and that is to be of benefit to you and to you, casting directors, talent agents, managers, and talent. And we do that through providing you with an integrated platform, a single platform, together with a concierge service, and for talent, the best price for a casting platform in the world. Today, I'm so excited to share with you our latest product, and it's called Castless. And to let you know some of the things that are unique about Casting Workbook and the way we work. Today it's Castless, but we also are constantly working on different things. We have a lot of other products that are either in renovation or, we're in the middle of kind of always updating for you. But Castless is one that we think is going to really make a big difference in terms of the back end and how you work. So what we do is that we look for things that you use on a daily basis that will create additional kind of experience for you. And let me give you an example. When in 2010, we looked and we noticed that everybody was using PDF scripts. And so we took this script and we wrote mathematical algorithms so that in about 10 seconds, it would extract every line, scene, role, all of the sides and those pages were available to you. And then with another click of the button, you could actually send that out, upload it to agents and their actors, of course, through permissions. And all of that would go through and the actor could pull them up on their phone, and all of that from that 10-second pull. So that was kind of a product that would integrate through the entire ecosystem. And then fast track to 2020, we noticed that everybody was using Zoom, not so happily. So because a lot of times you would be doing Zoom and you'd have to wait for the whole recording to get to the end. And before you could actually get your takes, and you didn't know if you got the take. So what we did was, again, we went and we partnered with Zoom. We're in their app store, and we took the Zoom and we integrated it with our iSang kit, our computer equipment with the cameras, and we turned that into a camera from Zoom. So you could have your actor in the room. You could also bring them in from anywhere in the world using the Zoom camera and do a chemistry read. And the best part is that you could edit and encode and see that take, review it before the actor leaves the room, and then everything again goes into the entire system in the back end. So today, what we're doing is we've looked at another product that you use and love a lot, and that's IMDb and IMDb Pro, and we've made additional benefit to you through Castless. So I'm looking forward to showing you that. Before I go into that, I'd also like to say, some of you who may know us may already know this, but Casting Workbook over the last few years has grown exponentially. We're technically the fastest growing casting database in the world. We are now in 52 countries. We are in 3 languages. We're in 22 countries that speak Spanish, for example. So we're really growing. And if you want to break down outside of Canada, you certainly have that opportunity now. And if you're interested, let our people know. So next, I'm going to go into the Castless demo. And after that, as Emily alluded, we're going to have a question and answer period, and then we'll show you how you can get cast lists. So let's go in right now. I'm going to go and share that with you. So I'm going to go off camera. Okay, there we go. Let me just move this down. And this is the first look at cast lists. When you are using cast lists, you will need to use the Chrome browser. So you'll download it. It takes a couple of seconds. And the other thing that you'll have to do to use this properly is to go to this link and install an extension. It's a Chrome extension. Again, it takes about, a few seconds to do that. Now, what cast list is, probably the best way to do this is show you what we have and some ways that we've already used it, and then we'll go in and we'll make one. So the first one I want to show you is a project we're calling the October Project, and this is what it looks like. You have an actor with their headshots. You have a role. A status is, so it's the name of the actor, the role. You can have multiple roles, and there are also multiple statuses per role. So a status might be ideas, or it might be seen by the director, or whatever. And then inside this, you have the ability to put in a note that can be shared. So this could be a shareable note, let's say. And you also have private notes. We'll show that to you in a sec. So within the actor details, there are ethnicities, height, weight. You can add a gender if it's not in. You can go to place ethnicity, and you can put in one or more ethnicities. I just added one. And you then have their contacts. Now, these are contacts that are pulled, so you can move them around, or you can turn them off for sharing. Again, I'll show you that in a minute. They might have multiple contacts. Also known for. So what the actor is known for, again, you can make a decision if you want to move one up to the top, and you can add one. Now, links is kind of interesting because this is automatically pulling a lot of their social links. It automatically pulls their IMDb. And in this case, you can also add a link. So let's do that. I wanted to show you that I have a link of Jonathan Bailey already pulled here. This is a YouTube link of him singing. And I'm going to come back in here. I've copy and pasted that. And when I add a link, I can enter the name. So let's call this singing. Perfect. And I copy and paste that link and hit save. And now that link is right here and it's available. And if I wanted to click that to show you, it immediately starts to play. So it's super quick. It's shareable. You can, again, order that. And that brings me to the next tab. This is for each actor. On the media, it says coming shortly. Our team is in the process of building this for you right now. The great part about the media tab is that when you shoot or call for self-tapes, you can move those into SAM. Everything that you shoot on virtual casting or on your physical casting or on your self-tapes will be available. So anything that you shot on Jonathan Bailey forever will be in his library, and it'll be right here, and you'll be able to select that. And that's coming right down the pipe now. So we're marrying that into what we call your master cast list. For those who aren't aware, we're collecting a master cast for everything you've ever done on an actor. It's completely private. It's in your own library, and you can pull from that if you want to share that. Again, that's your call. A private notes are just for internal. I can add one and just say never shareable. In other words, this is only for you and your login, and that's there. So that's how that works. And to give you an idea, you can also say pull any actor from IMDb, IMDb Pro, from your master cast list. But if you have an actor, let's say you're doing theater and they're not in Casting Workbook, you can easily add them here by going new blank actor card, click on their photo, drag and drop a picture, and upload that. And that's instant. And I'm going to call this, John Doe. And you can put him into a role, you can put him into a status, and you also have the ability to drag and drop him. So you can put him in any order that you like. And when you're ready to share and print, you literally can decide who you want to show up. So if you wanted him not on this printout, you just click this eyeball and it will tell you who on this list is or isn't on that shareable list. So we just made him not shareable. Now let's go and see what that looks like. So to preview this, I would come in and you can decide which role, which status for the roles, and you might have multiples, and what you want to pull. And this can be a private list. It can be one you're sharing with your production team. And you can decide, do I want my notes? Do I want my contacts, my links, what they're known for, ethnicity, age? And you generate a preview and you get a chance to really see what that looks like. And as you can see, I've got this list of talent, and you can see I put my shareable note, and the singing link is here for your team as well. Now, once I'm done and I decide that this is good, I could go back and revise, or I can click export. And let's call this for production. And this is for production, and it's the role of Peter. So let's put Peter, save. Now, it's just like Dropbox. You can turn it on and copy the link, or you can print to a PDF and share a PDF. That some of you might be more familiar with that. And once you're done, you can come back out to your project, and you'll see that under the October project, I've got 4 different exports I've made, and you can go back and revisit those just by clicking this link. And it says for production Peter. I'm going to print that again, so you always have access to everything that you've done. And that's really the basics of cast lists. There are some really interesting ways to use this. You can use it as for your new project that you're considering. Another way to use it is to go in, and this is a show called The Offer. And these are the actual the actors that were cast for each role. So these are all the different roles and the actors that were cast for each of those. And that's something you can maintain as well. And the other thing that you can do is go in and just have generic lists, like all my females 15 to 20, and you can pull from them. And if you want to just to send some ideas, you can throw actors into this. You can turn their them on or off. If you want to just pick a few and then print those, that's a way to do that. Okay, so now I've shown you a few ways to use cast lists. Let's go back and I will show you how to create a new one. So we're going to create a project for today. Let's call this the winter project. And we can give it 1 or more roles. These are some other pieces that we've added. It's not really important right now, but we're adding a lot of additional features that are going to be in the background as well. So let's give it a role. Let's say let's give it a role of Sam. You can put in descriptions and a status, a beginning status might be just ideas. Who do we want for the role of Sam for the winter project? And you can add multiple statuses here as well. Let me just add another one. Let's go see my director. And there you go. So now we've got 2 roles. Sam, I'm going to come down and I'm going to create this project. I'm going to get that out of the way. There's my winter project. Okay. And the role of Sam. So what this is showing me here is when I come in, I'm going to show you that this is a folder tree that gives you a lot of different information on the side. So you can see in here, if you have multiple roles, it'll say that you have multiple roles with so many actors in it and so many pieces. So there, I'm going to close that off. Now we're in the winter project. We can go into that project, and from here you can pull in actors from your master cast if you already have them, or you can go straight into IMDb or IMDb Pro. Let's do that. Okay, so from here I can go in and let's just find some actors in IMDb Pro. Let's put in Alexander, for example. What we did was, when you go in, you're going to hook up your cast list for the first time, and I'll show you that in a moment. But once you do that, you have this blue button that comes up. So you wait for that, click that, and it's now going to come in and you're going to pull the project, the role, and the status that you want to add Alexander, and you click add, and now he's been added. So we can do a couple. Here's another one. Here's Zach. Let's add Zach. And again, we wait for this to pop up. And we're going to add Zach to that project, and it remembers where I was last time. So I just have to click once. And now I said, okay, when I go back to my cast list, you'll see that I have these 2 actors. And again, we have the ability to go through this. And when we're going into contacts, you can see that these are, you might want to have just AMI in this case, and you might want to go what he's known for. He might have multiple links. You might want to add links and any private notes. And that's really how simple it is. At that point, you can add more actors to this project. And that is all that you really need to know. The only other piece is that when you first start, you're going to do a little quick cast list extension. It takes 30 seconds to hook your IMDb and your casting workbook up so that you get that. And that's pretty much everything that we really wanted to share in terms of cast list today. What I'd love to do now is stop sharing.
I'm back, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, we definitely got a couple questions that come through.
Okay.
First question is, what browser do I need to use with cast lists?
Thank you for asking that question. I was going to show that to you at the beginning. You definitely need to work with Chrome to begin. So the first thing you'll do is just download the latest Chrome browser. It should be very quick, and add the extension. Again, about a 30-second ad. And we've got a little video that we'll send to you to show you how to do that. Again, very easy. And once you do that, it's basically very simple. It's just everything we showed you.
Here. Does this new feature cost anything?
No, it's absolutely free as per everything we do for casting. Yeah.
And do I need to have IMDb Pro in order to use cast lists?
No, you don't. IMDb Pro, as some of the things that we showed you on that pull were age and contacts and some of that. If you have IMDb, it works just as well. You just won't have all of the extra features and information that you get when you have a pro account. So that's something that you can decide.
If the actor doesn't have a profile on IMDb Pro, can we pull profiles off of Casting Workbook?
Yes, you can easily. I mean, you can, if they don't have a profile on Casting Workbook or on IMDb Pro, you can add all of that. So if you already have that actor and you've seen them before, you can pull them out of your master cast list. And one of the things I didn't share as well is that we're working on, when you're in your breakdown, to be able to push an actor over from a breakdown. Let's say you have some submissions and you see an actor and you want to throw them into a project, or if you just want to put them in one of your generic lists for future comedic actors or an age range, you can do that. That's not there yet, but that's coming down the pipe as well.
And this is a question we have not yet ever had. How many characters fit in the notes section? For example, if we wanted to add wardrobe sizes. So what is the character limit for notes?
I think it's pretty unlimited. When we showed you it, what it will do is when you're printing the actor, it will push down. So if you had a huge amount of information in there, but I mean, that's something that you can do easily.
Perfect. And I believe this would bring us back into the demo, but how would you add an actor from Mastercast?
Okay, very easy. When we showed you the link that said search for IMDb, search IMDb or IMDb Pro, there's also a link that says search locally. And when you click that, it'll open up actors from your Mastercast, and you can do one of two things. You can either pull them from your Mastercast, or you can pull them from IMDb Pro and or IMDb, and that will just give you more a different update of information.
And those are all the questions we've received.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm thrilled to get you all access to cast list. And for us, we see it as kind of a way of continuing to build your databases. No matter how you work, there are different ways. We were already being challenged in 2 days on how different casting offices will use this. We're really excited to hear what you have to say. We obviously have different teams working on different projects, some of the other things that are coming down the pipe as well. We love to hear from you, and we look forward to your feedback. So thank you so much for coming, and have a wonderful day.